Welcome crafters, Andy is Cola today, and it's a Let's Build Notchie's LA mansion, $70 million worth of mansion bought by Markus Persson, the inventor of Minecraft. And in previous episodes we've been planning a lot, marking out the rooms, the bedrooms, the bathrooms, the laundry rooms. And one of the first things we're going to start with today is this bedroom here, the first bedroom kind of at the front of the house. And we're going to do a bit of furnishing today and also get on and do the kitchen. I'm thinking that room is a little bit small, so what I'm actually going to do is take this wall and move it. So let's just use the / move one command and make the floor a bit bigger. And then what we're going to do is simply furnish this room to start the video off. So I want to make the rooms look really good, and I've got a few ingredients here. That's a picture of the bedroom, as you can see. Bit of a untasteful bed cover, but some nice wardrobes and pictures on the wall, so we'll see what we can do. I'm using the Esterlon texture pack from the Esterlon building community server, and links in the description to their website where you can get the texture pack. It's a pretty amazing texture pack. Okay, quick bed being built here. So as I furnish this room, quick question from Minecraft King. Check out his YouTube, by the way. He's got a little YouTube channel. Who's your favourite YouTuber besides Keralis? I would say Roman Atwood Vlogs. I just addicted to his vlogs, daily vlogs, about all the pranks in his family. It's pretty cool. Who's the most annoying guest on walk? Any guest that gets in my face and jumps up and down when I'm trying to build on walk is so annoying. But I'm not going to mention any names whatsoever. Gron Gaming. How did you decide to build and not do survival or mini games? Minecraft King, really, for me, Minecraft's all about building buildings. I don't really have time for the survival. Ain't nobody got time for that. I just don't like not being able to fly, and I don't like not being able to use the blocks that I want to. Okay, so a bit of dark oak here going on for this huge wardrobe. Some paintings on the wall. I jump cut there to the paintings being put in place because it was difficult to place paintings. You know, you have to be kind of lucky which ones you get. But then I put the painting plugin into my server, and I can now scroll through the paintings. Okay, a couple of little chairs. This is the most pathetic thing I've done so far, these chairs. I tried out a couple of designs and they all looked a bit too big, so I went for these chairs and that little table. By the way, there are ender chests, that little thing there. Ender chests with ender eyes to make the lamps. I've got a banner which looks like a mirror. There's the ingredients for it on the left hand side, and link in the description to that banner ingredients deal. I'm going to make a bathroom now, but quick question here from Network328. If you could play a major role in an upcoming Star Wars movie, but you had to play a bad guy that no one likes, would you accept the role? Damn right I would accept the role. Bad guys are more fun to act. You know, any actors out there will tell you the bad guys are really fun. Couple of satellites? No. What do you call those things? Lights in the sky. Skylights, that's it. A couple of skylights going into this bedroom here. But yeah, I would jump at the role. I would take any role. I would be the 43rd stormtrooper standing in a row that never moves. I would be that guy. I would be a cleaner on the set. I would do anything to be involved in the Star Wars movie. So, good question there from Network328. Thank you so much. Okay, the bedroom's looking cool. We can jump back to the bathroom, which was about to start, then I forgot about the skylights. I mess about with this wall, something awful. I go brick, 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 and I go, no, snow, yes, no, brick, no, snow. Then I mess about with the floor, I mess about with the door. Just gotta get on and build a bathroom. So what I want to do is put in a bit of a shower area here, and I'm gonna change the floor as well. There we go. Still can't decide about this wall. Is it gonna be brick? Is it going to be snow? I don't know. You'll see what I do in the end. What I do keep, I think, is this bedrock in here. Looks really smart in this texture pack. Nice to make a little shelving unit in there, and I think that looks pretty smart indeed. Okay, shower time. Going for this light blue stained glass, or is it? Yeah, light blue. I think, looking back at this video now, because I'm recording and narrating on this, I just don't like the look of this light blue. I think I might go back and change that to something nice and see-through. maybe white stained glass or just normal glass. Anyway, there's a little shower built in. Got to put a bit of a ceiling on it as well, and think about some lighting also. So the cool thing about this house, if you haven't seen any of these episodes so far, we don't have any house plans for this mansion. So what we're trying to do is work out where all the rooms are from the photographs we can get from websites. So I've got hundreds of photographs. By the way, I'm just moving this wall to make the bathroom a little bit bigger inside. But yeah, this has been absolutely one of my most fun builds, because we've had to work out where every single room is just from the pictures. So there's a picture of this bathroom which shows kind of the outside a little bit through the window, and we worked out that this bathroom, or I don't know why I'm saying we, but this bathroom is in this place, and I know it's here. Absolutely know it's here. That's going to be my sink, and we're going to put one of these mirror banners, ingredients for that mirror banner, in the description. I'm going to put it up there. There we go. Easy peasy. Can't put taps on, but that's going to be my minimalist sink. I'm looking at the floor, and I decided to put the floor absolutely everywhere. So I jump cut to the floor complete, and we're going to also put in some shelves there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, and fill in the floor. And I think what I end up doing is putting in a couple of bits of glowstone. There we go. Door nice and big. Bathroom complete. Okay, destroy all that, and we're going to move through. Once this wall is covered up, we're going to move through into a laundry room here. So this is a little laundry room. There are a lot of custom blocks in this texture pack to make things like dishwashers and washing machines and so on. So here's one of the blocks here. I think this is a furnace. Makes a really nice washing machine. Oops, but you have to kind of be facing... you have to be facing this way. You have to be facing the other way. So, boom. Because it's like an oven on that side and the dishwasher... Sorry, a washing machine on that side. So absolutely amazing. Really, really cool. And there's another one which is like a dishwasher. I think it's going to be outside. But what I thought I'd do is put these up here. And these are going to represent tumble dryers. Or spin dryers. Whatever you want to call them. So that's the dryers. And this dropper block looks really smart. If you place it kind of facing down the way, like that, it makes these like panels for cupboards. I think that looks so cool. And then this one, I suppose, is like a dishwasher and a microwave on the other side. But I can place it there. Would you want a dishwasher there? It kind of looks like another machine. So I don't know. I put it in place because it looks cool. I wanted to use it. I was kind of excited by the block, maybe. Okay, so that is the laundry room, looking absolutely magnificent. What an awesome texture pack to use. I really recommend it for your builds, guys. Okay, fancy ceiling time. I want to make this ceiling really as cool as I can, and this is kind of a precursor to a lot of the ceilings in this build are going to be really, really as fancy as I can get them. In terms of lighting and little shelves and so on. So let's see what we do. Okay, well, we have a double height ceiling, and what I've done is just strip out a layer there of the very top and put in some sea lanterns. I'm going to make that blue wool temporarily, and then a layer underneath it, red wool. That extra layer of red wool, I ended up not having a double height of cupboards, so we'll get rid of them in a second. Anyway, selecting from there to there, I'm going to replace the blue, well, the red with 78.2, and that gives me that shelf of snow. Then replace the blue with 78.7, which is all the layers of snow, but it lets light through. Crucially, layered snow lets light through, where blocks of snow don't. There's some little shelves in place as well. More world edit with / fast on, replacing the red with 78 makes those shelves, and that's the utility room. A done deal. You can see I took that extra layer of cupboards out. Okay, that bedroom to do. More master bedroom details to do. I decided to put this layer of sandstone slabs under the shelves here, just to take that kind of built-in wardrobe off the floor. There we go. So kind of jumping about from room to room in this video today. I'm going to put in a bath here in the master bedroom. with some nether brick, and nether brick looks a bit like marble, big marble bath in the bedroom. That's a line of glass to represent the barrier there. This is the dining room. The dining room, I thought the mirrored wall would look really good if it was actually just in black stained glass. So just gonna be messing about here with the walls of the build a little bit. Question from Nutty Plays: is Minecraft your favourite game? Also, what do you do for a job? Yeah, Minecraft is definitely my favourite game, for sure. I've not come across a game as good as this. Halo was pretty good in its day. Also Call of Duty on the Xbox, pretty good. What do I do for a job? I play poker, I teach science sometimes, not very often though, as a science teacher, and I'm mostly a survival instructor. Although I'm going to have to be doing a lot more science teaching up to the summer. Oh, by the way, there's a clue in the dining room. That little clue is a door. These are the kind of clues we've been spotting all the way through and looking for the pictures. So that's a picture of the kitchen, by the way. And that door that I just made led through to the pantry. So there's a door from the dining room into the pantry, which I've kind of built there in pink granite. So little pictures on the insets here to show you the kitchen as it is being built by myself. And I found this kitchen really quite tricky to do. A lot of staring at pictures, a lot of marking out where the things will be. So I'm using blue here just to mass out, and this is a kind of an architectural term where you just put blue wool to represent where the tables and the units are going to be in the kitchen, with a sink and cooker and everything. So that's what we're aiming for, something that looks a bit like that. Quite difficult in Minecraft. So here's some cupboards on the walls and so on. So yeah, very tricky, the kitchen, and it kind of leads on to a very difficult part of the build which starts to go at a different angle. I noticed that one of the pictures that this wall was more kind of black glass, so I'm just going to carry on putting bits of glass down, fixing floors, and just generally building the kitchen here. So time for a question. Ancient Pudding, what an awesome name. If you were to come to America for vacation, where would you go and why? I think somewhere like the Catskills or Appalachian Mountains, maybe Colorado. I would like to do some hiking. Right into the country, bear country. No, probably wouldn't like to get chased by bears, but I would like to be in that kind of outdoor environment where you can just hike for day after day, camp out, get some fires going, find some food, maybe do a bit of fishing. That would be awesome. I think I would do that. And then of course something exciting like the big cities. I've been to quite a few places like New York and Washington DC, Philadelphia, Boston, and so on. So I've been to some really nice places actually. Probably Chicago is one place I'd like to visit. This little wall of the pantry that we're in now needs to get moved, I think, or just anyway set to granite, which is 1, 2. That's going to be snow, so the kitchen's mostly going to be white units. Finally fixed the door in the pantry, so it looks a bit more like the picture in real life. This elevator here, this is an elevator. I'm really struggling to figure out what I've done wrong, and it isn't till later in the video that I actually figure out I've made the elevator way too big. But hey, that's what Minecraft's like. You've got to place the blocks to find out whether you're right or you're wrong. So this is where the diagonals start to come in. So I went to start with a pure diagonal wall like that, absolutely as most diagonal as you can get. Then I kind of jumped to, as you can see there, a 2 and a 3 diagonal. This is a dining room, little breakfast bar or dining room table that I'm doing here. Marking it out again, massing the blocks in blue wool. Kind of messing about here, so time for a question while I mess about with this table. Classic Gaming, by the way, he's got a nice little YouTube channel just started, check it out. Great video. What's your favourite thing about walk? Do you use your survival skills in everyday life? Oh, this is the elevator that I'm now moving in, by the way, because that's how I got it wrong before. Favourite thing about walk is just the big cities. Great big cities that look absolutely brilliant when you fly over them nice and fast. Jumping back to the front of the build here, this is an office, Notch's office. Probably kind of a doing your deal kind of office there, and you shake hands with people and make big £1 million deals. What was the other part of the question? Oh yes, do you use my survival skills in real life? Yeah, things like packing my car in wintertime to make sure I have blankets and survival kit and spades and things, just to make sure that, you know, if I get trapped in the snow in my car, I'm going to be fine with some ability to make fire, make shelter, keep dry, and get my car going again if I have to dig it out. Minor changes to the office here, and I'm looking to start this big diagonal square on the floor, which is going to have some nice fancy tables and chairs. Really, it's an awesome part of the build. But anyway, quick recap of what we've been doing so far. I've got the mirrored walls in this bedroom, link to that banner in the description. Got a nice bathroom in here, moved that toilet over, might change that blue glass. But yeah, we've also done this utility room, and it looks absolutely magnificent. And probably in the next video, oh my goodness, I can't believe I said that, that's embarrassing. In the next video, we'll be having a look at the kitchen, the pantry, the elevator. But look at this for a big surprise for you guys. I've been messing about with this texture pack, and boom, we have got Marilyn Monroe blowing a bubble. What do you think, guys? Let me know. Thumbs up if you like the video, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.